Moroccan city of Agadir lies in ruins, as though smashed flat by a giant's foot. A busy seaport and Morocco's most important tourist resort, the city of nearly 50,000 was struck by two major earthquakes an hour apart, coming around midnight. After the tremblors, a tidal wave thundered in from the sea. 80% of Agadir was demolished. Tens of thousands were left homeless or buried in the rubble. Some 12,000 injured were evacuated by air. Another 15,000 refugees are in camps outside the city, which was sealed off to let rescue workers, including American and French teams, carry on their grim task of searching the ruins. 5,000 bodies have been dug out to be interred in mass graves. Health authorities called a halt to further digging, despite the slim chance some survivors still may live buried in the ruins. Rats and jackals were beginning to prowl, and plague had become an immediate threat. The decision was made to bulldoze the ruins flat and strew the shattered city with lime. The final death toll will never be known. Estimates are that 5,000 bodies remain under the bitter scar that marks the site of Agadir, where a city was destroyed, and perhaps as many as 12,000 killed in one night of terror when the earth shook. In the pleasant vistas and sunny clime of Puerto Rico, President Eisenhower takes a 4-day stopover en route home from his successful goodwill tour of Latin America. On the Dorado Beach links, Ike enjoys a favorite form of relaxation, while the sun bakes out a touch of laryngitis. After a strenuous 9 days in which he visited 4 countries, delivered 6 major addresses and dozens of minor speeches, traveled more than 15,000 miles and was seen by upwards of 3 million people, it's an enjoyable and well-deserved vacation interlude for the chief executive. The French munition ship La Coubre blazes at dockside in Havana after an explosion during the unloading of her cargo of small arms ammunition that rocked the harbor. The blast hurled a fiery rain of steel over a wide area, taking a toll of lives that may mount to 100. Over 200 more were injured. Fidel Castro proclaimed a public funeral ceremony for the blast victims and cried sabotage, charging United States implication. Secretary of State Herter personally launched a strong protest against these unfounded charges. As Cuba mourned her dead, a new barrage was mounting between Havana and Washington. In Tokyo, Archbishop Peter Tatsuo Doi is the first Japanese ever to become a prince of the church. He is one of 7 new cardinals designated by Pope John XXIII, including the first Negro and the first Filipino ever elevated to the College of Cardinals. His elevation, together with the other 6 new cardinals, will mark an unprecedented expansion in the membership of the Sacred College. A new departure in automobile styling takes the road on Detroit proving grounds. The XNR Sportster is an idea car built by one of the major automobile manufacturers, and like idea cars of recent years, its innovations may well foreshadow things to come on America's highways. Barely 3.5 feet high from the ground to the tip of its off-center stabilizing fin, the XNR carries streamlining farther than ever before. The dream car come true, one of Detroit's top designers. The 43rd International Flower Show opens at the New York Coliseum, bursting with the colors and heady aromas of spring. And winter though it is on the outside, it's spring in the 35 major gardens laid out here. A delightful vernal pageant of 500,000 plants and blossoms. The theme is Flowers of the World, and there are plenty of tranquil corners for the meditative, no matter how crowded it should get. 200,000 visiting garden enthusiasts are expected by the show's sponsors, a non-profit organization which leaves nature lovers in its debt with this biggest, most colorful edition to date of the Flower Show. In Vancouver, 21-year-old Alain Giletti flashes to the World's Figure Skating Championship, bringing France the ice crown for the first time in history. The young soldier climaxed a 10-year unsuccessful quest for the championship with this dazzling performance before 5,000 spectators. The new King of the Blades, Alain Giletti. The Queen defending her crown is America's Carol Heiss, 4 times the winner of the World Crown and fresh from her gold medal triumph in the Winter Olympics. In a stirring wind-up for the first World Figure Skating Championship held in Canada since 1932, Carol does it again, her 5th consecutive crown, still Queen of them all.